On this episode, we were joined by Jay Ruiz and Rudy a Fuego, a couple awesome guys in the barbecue industry. Just wanted to give a little warning. The audio on their end does cut in and out just a little bit. However, there's still some awesome content here. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get into it.
Scale from 1 to 10. What are your thoughts on that intro?
I think it's a strong 10.
Nice. Hell yeah.
12. I'm going to give you a 12.
12. Okay. I love it, man. I love it. Keep those coming up. Again, this is a barbecue and beer podcast, so do feel free to grab your favorite adult beverage and drink with us, because you're going to hear a couple of Papa Tops. Not too many in the microphone. We've had some feedback from some people saying they don't like to hear like 50 million Pop Tops happening, but hey, you might hear a couple. So
awesome. Cheers.
Hell yeah. Cheers. Brother.
So, hey, this is James from Grabbing the Brisket. Today we welcome him Jay Ruiz and Rudy a Fuego, and that's from Fuego Lento Seasonings.
Yep, that is correct.
Okay.
Fuego Lento Seasoning.
Okay, well, hey, welcome to the podcast. We appreciate you guys taking a little time out of your schedule to really just sit down and talk a little bit about barbecue and talk a little bit about rubs and seasonings. We're super excited. I've seen the line of rubs that you have out right now. Me and Jan, and we have met Jay personally at one of our cook-offs, and it's something we're really passionate about is competing and just cooking and being in the backyard and with all the family and all that stuff. So, hey, thank you. How are you guys doing?
We're doing awesome. And it's an honor to be here with you guys. And appreciate you accepting us to be a part of your podcast. And man, we're just excited to break bread and talk seasoning, barbecue, and whatever.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a huge fan of your TikTok, Jay. I mean, of course, I see all the Fuego seasonings and how you're utilizing them. And I'm just going to let you know, I think it's ingenious the way some of these things you do. I think I saw one of them, correct me if I'm wrong, you actually had one that were you at you put, was it a store or was it somewhere where you put your rub up on a shelf that meant for something different or something like, was that right? Or was there something like that?
Yeah, that's right. That was what's it called? A couple months back, I had, everything with the COVID going on. I had COVID for a while, and I ran low on my medication, so I had to go pick some up. So I put it right next to the medicine.
Oh, that's right.
I put it as it mixed together with Mucinex is what helped fight this COVID I had. Yep.
Hey, ingenious, man. I loved it, and I think that lends to a lot of the creativity that, of course, y'all have coming up and executing those little things. And to be funny, or not to be funny, but it doesn't take much, right, to be creative. You just got to be smart and witty, right? And I see your videos, and man, I mean, like, I'm looking at some of your food. I'm like, Jesus, this freaking looks freaking dynamite. Big fan, man. I do appreciate you coming out to cook off when we saw you last, and I know we talked about doing some fishing or talking about doing some other things and whatever else, but I'm not gonna lie, man. I watch every time you post something, I'm the first one to watch it, I think. So very cool.
I see that you do. And pretty soon there's something that is going on. We're gonna have that coming up pretty soon as well.
Oh yeah.
Couple what?
We're gonna have
or here at the headquarters.
Yep.
And the 29th. So we're excited.
Yep. Yeah, well, I'm stoked. Yeah, it's a very cool opportunity just to be with other people that are creators, right? And that are always trying to put something out there and something new, something creative. And when John was talking about the opportunity, I was like, dude, it's going to be really kind of cool because it's, you really don't know what to expect or anything else. It's just kind of like, hey, what do you want to cook? And so I think we put down a few ideas, and John may have went overboard. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We can execute, but yeah, you know.
I know. I seen them personally at the cook-off, so I know they got some crazy cooks. So I know what y'all bring. So I know y'all got me bring some big things. So we're gonna have to step up that day as well. Right? We're gonna have to step up as well too.
Hell yeah!
Have that coming up.
Yeah, I feel like this is starting to be a competition, and it shouldn't be a competition. No, we're all out, and it's awesome. And I don't know if the people heard we're doing a little barbecue meetup, and probably when this airs, it's probably going to already happen, or we invite everybody out to come check it out. But yeah, we're doing a little barbecue meetup with some of the barbecue people that we've met. I say we're putting it on. We're not putting it on. We were lucky enough to be invited to be a part of this kind of little barbecue meetup with a lot of social media influencers out there in the community. So we get to showcase a little bit of what we do and cook a little bit and break bread and have a little fun and knock back a beer. And I think it'll be a fun time.
Lots of beers.
Yeah, it'll be a great time, and we're excited. Obviously, for what's going to happen. This is Rudy talking. And you said something interesting earlier before you start talking to Jay. Something different, something creative. If you don't mind, just to let your audience know a little bit about A Fuego Lento Seasonings. I'm sure you're going to touch on that. But we are a little creative, right? We are a little different. You know, we advertise a lot of what we call the chili piquin. Yep. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that.
So I am, but yes, please talk about that, about the chili piquin, because I was actually going to bring that up, whatever. So yeah, please talk about that, what that kind of seasoning is, and yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, awesome. So, you know, when I decided to do our seasoning, our rubs, I said, well, typically everything's about the same. Obviously, there's some great rubs out there that I personally still use. But I said, you know what? I want to do something a little different, something more unique to probably what I grew up with. But how could I blend it within the barbecue community, cooking community? Something that they will be different. So that's what made us unique and creative and different. So what I love about the chili piquin, which 4 of our rubs right now have, and you guys are actually going to try the 5th. I mean, you're going to try the lucky 7 that day. It's going to be an exclusive just for you guys, and it's going to be for a barbecue rub. But we'll talk about that later on. But our rubs have this chili piquin, which is a pepper, and it could be hot if you overdo it. But if you measure it right, it's just the right thing. And why we chose chili piquin, or what is chili piquin? It's actually a small pepper, a size of what? Fingernail, maybe?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
A fingernail or
less than that?
Probably a little bigger than a grain of rice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a little bean.
A little bean.
Yeah. Or a pea or whatever. Yeah, we've had some. We've grown some, actually.
Yeah, I actually have them growing wild in my backyard. Like I got a couple of plants that no idea where they came from. They just popped up out of nowhere. So yeah. Yeah.
And we were there that last time. You just don't remember, man.
Right.
Yeah. So that pepper, I said, you know what? I love that pepper. And the more research I did, obviously, it was like, you know what? I know it would go well with rubs because it's citrusy, it's smoked, and it's the right blend. Yeah, it's citrusy, smoky, and it's the right blend to combine with every other spice or seasoning that's involved in the barbecue community. It's nutty. That's the word I was trying to say. So it's citrusy, smoky, and nutty. So when you combine it with all the other spices, man, it blends well, in my opinion. And it's not hot. So what we did is, on some rubs, we kind of just scoot over the cayenne, which I love cayenne, which we have some of the cayenne in some of our rubs. Just on most of them, they have the chili piquin in its place. Again, to blend with the other spices throughout. Yeah, to go with the barbecue side of things, the flavors. I don't know if that made sense, but
No, it does. It
No,
does.
definitely.
Yeah, we're always trying to look at different rubs. We taste like I don't know if you even believe me or not. It's a crap ton of rubs that we go through, and we're always looking at how do people make theirs different, and not to recreate or anything, just to see the differences of what. I guess maybe different areas or how you grew up, or some people are like into that Old Bay seasoning, and so if you're up north or whatever, you might come up with a different type of seasoning or something that you would come up with down here. And I'm not going to lie to you, man. I really feel like I'm going to like this seasoning. I've seen, of course, a lot of the videos and whatever, and I do know what the chili piquin is, and I think it's unique. So I do think you're onto something, man.
Yeah.
That Fuego, I'm sorry, James. One more thing. That the Fuego logo that you have together, that's a solid fucking label, man. It looks good. That whole packaging product. I can tell you've done a lot of work on this.
yeah. Obviously, with a lot of help with colleagues and friends and people in the community, and I thank you for that comment. We put a lot of work in it. That A Fuego Lento, to me, it signifies more like a low and slow, small flame fire or something like that.
Just the translation.
The translation, because Spanish has many ways to translate certain things. So all our rubs have that low and slow on there as well. You have to look for it. And some of our gear have low and slow because it's the barbecue term, right? The low and slow method.
Oh yeah.
So a Fuego Lento seasoning, it kind of blends in with that low and slow method. So we went with that, and we fell in love with it. We got creative, and our logo's there. And thank you so much, and thank you for recognizing that.
Yeah, we did do a little. I say we. I did research, and when I say I did research, it was really like maybe a Google, like once or twice when I had this plant growing in my backyard, because I was really curious about this chili piquin that was growing, and. I know these can have a little bit of a punch of spice. If I'm not mistaken, I know they are a little bit on the. I think I read, and I could be wrong, but it was a little bit higher than a jalapeno as far as the Scoville. Right.
Yeah.
So but they're super tiny, but they pack a punch.
So what we did, it's gauged it correctly to not be spicy, so to speak.
Gotcha.
It's just for flavor purposes, because don't let the chili piquin scare you away. It's just really for flavor. You still get it. A cayenne to me could be overpowering, sometimes too spicy if you have much. Same thing with chili piquin. So what we did, we created where it's just a perfect blend, where you get all the other spices. You'll taste them in your palate in addition to the chili piquin. It just blends perfectly smooth without you. It's not hot. I promise you it's not hot. My 2-year-old has it all the time. It's not hot.
Nice.
The only spicy rub we have, I only have one spice rub, which is our latest rub that we just came out, which is the Fuego Lemon Pepper. That one has extra layers of chili piquin. That's the one I would tell you, hey, if you like spicy lemon pepper, which is really unheard of, with chili piquin, I want to say we're the first ones in the market to have it. That one's spicy, but the good thing about lemon pepper, Fuego, it burns or it's spice, but it goes away, because that's what I like about chili piquin. It doesn't stay intensively burning
in your mouth.
You can still taste the food.
You still taste the actual food.
Like a habanero.
But it still gives you a good spice where you're like, okay, this is a little bit spicier, but it's not overpowering or it overpowers your palate.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, it's very cool. That's very cool. Back in the day when we first started doing cook-offs and really trying to figure out, seasonings and, it wasn't like it is today. You really went to the store and you're really using, this is probably 20, I don't know, probably 23, 24 years ago, 25 years ago when we first got into the barbecue and doing our first cook-off. And one of the things that we did, we would go to the store and we would load up on like 7 to 10 different seasonings, and we just layered, the seasonings throughout, right, to make our brisket and to turn in and whatever. And it's transcendent. Like the whole barbecue community is nothing like it was when we first started. We were doing like a bunch of bar cook-offs, and that's the only people that really had cook-offs. You had Houston cook-off, and you had like locally you had a bunch of bar cook-offs that you went to, and it was, not in its infant stage, but it just wasn't like it is now. Like it's crazy now, Everybody's doing a rub or doing a sauce, and there's so much creative stuff coming out. And I think you're really limited back then to a lot of store-bought seasonings. But I'm not going to lie, one of the ones that we used to go with that actually did really, really well was kind of a salty, but not too salty or whatever, but a spicy brisket. And there was a medium there. Like you had to there's nothing sweet about a brisket back then or whatever, but a spicy brisket, just, man, I don't know. There's something about it. Even nowadays, when I try one, it brings me back to when we first started. I like that spiciness. I like to layer that heat on there and take one bite, and you get all the flavors and everything else, but you get that little kick that just lingers a little bit in your mouth. And you're like, man, that's a fucking good piece of brisket, right?
Yeah, that's how I've been cooking. I've been cooking it with a little bit of spice. It's been a little bit different. So from the older crowd, like you're saying, because I'm a little bit younger, when you said 23 years ago, when you was what? It's about 8, 10 years old.
We're burping you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little bit younger.
You're aging me right now.
I'm thinking a lot about that. The older community, they've been telling me the same thing. They've been liking the spicy flavor into it, and it brings it back to the old days when they used to eat like that.
Yep.
So what we did on one cook-off or even on a brisket, we used our Carnitas rub. We have 2 Carnitas rubs. We have one regular. We have one with lime, true lime, with that. So, and the Carnitas rub is just like, has chili piquin, but it's not spicy. Again, our rubs are not spicy, but it has the right amount of spice, a kick
to it,
so
yeah.
when you blend it, with something else like your S&P, then it'll blend well in that little heat and smoke flavor. But right on, man. And what we did differently as well, if you allow me, we have a brisket rub that we sold out right away. And our brisket rub, again, you said it, everyone else is pretty much, they're out there, right? There are many type of rubs. Our brisket rub, I want to say it's different because I did a lot of research, and for now, there was a few, but for now, my brisket rub has a percentage of smoked salt. So I combine my brisket rub with a small percentage of smoked mesquite salt. So my salt is smoked in mesquite wood, a portion of it, a good percentage amount. Then it has your big peppercorns, then it has a little bit of garlic. So it's SPG. So that made it different because it's a smoked S&P blend. So I thought that was a little different. And I think the barbecue community thus far, it sold me out right away. So I think they embraced it. So that one's going to be in stock Monday, but we're going to release it tomorrow to the public. But it's going to be released for shipping and stuff as of Monday.
Right. Hey, if you don't mind, take me through a process. You're not going to be super detailed or anything else, but like, what is the process for you guys to get together and to create a seasoning? You know what I mean? Like how does that, of course you have an idea of like you see what's on the market and you kind of go from there, but and of course you're doing flavors that you like, but take me through that process a little bit. Cause there's a lot of people out there that are listening probably that would love to maybe do their own seasoning, or even if it's not trying to sell it, just do it at home, just for them. So like how does that work for you all?
Yeah, so that's a good question. And the way it started for me, and I'll try to make it short, during quarantine, during the time that we were stuck at home and where we were like obligated, I guess, it started there where I told my father-in-law at that time, may he rest in peace, you know what, everyone keeps asking me, because I was doing a lot of cooking. I think I think that's when TikTok even grew up. That a lot of people were doing a lot of stuff at home. So I was just cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner out in the grill because it was just boring. And I was creating my own rubs way before, and people kept asking me, and I was like, you know what? Man, let's do it, And I did it, and I put all the rubs together. But it's just not putting your salt and pepper, those who are listening, together. There's more to it. But if you're going to start off, I'll tell you, you could just add salt and pepper for now and start with your other things that you like. But and then understand your grams, your weights, what's artificial, what's.
It's a long process. It's a long
It is.
process.
I know it is, guys, and you don't have to be super detailed. Just kind of really more of like the creative side of it. Not really like what seasonings or anything like, but just creative process and like I'm assuming you're trying different seasonings, in its raw form, and really trying to blend. Small amounts so you come up with something and look at the ratios.
A lot of trial and error.
Yeah,
like you're probably just like trial and error, putting stuff together. Hey, you're cooking it. You're giving it to the family.
All the trials that he went through.
Yeah, you're giving out to friends. Hey, try this. Let me do the thing. I need feedback.
Yeah. So you see, my rubs were going to be designed more on the. I don't even want to use the word Mexican. Hispanic, I guess. But I want to introduce the Latin flair within the barbecue community, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Chile piquin, something a Texan might understand more, but obviously now what the U.S. has embraced us because we're shipping a lot of stuff to the northern states because they're like, dude, we don't have that here. We want to know what is chile piquin, what is all these flavors you're talking about. So,
Yeah, because chile piquin was just on the southern part of Texas and Mexico was coming from. Like
right.
the higher you go, it's a chile that not anyone knows. So once you go into your basically the more north you go, the more east you go, or even California, there's not a lot of chile piquin unless you're to the southern part of California.
But we did go through a lot of trial and error to try to sum it up. We kind of just pinpoint who I was targeting. Like we have one that's called No Pasa Nada. Okay, you may say, well, and what is that? Well, this No Pasa Nada rub for us, it takes me back home, such as what we grew up eating, that our mom or grandma even cooked for us. Such as like your steak, like your square meat, chuck roast and potatoes.
Oh yeah.
Your stews, just your
pot roast,
things that we could afford at the time. And when our parents would dig in the pantry, they would grab all these kind of rubs and these spices. Well, I decided to put it all in one, and you can make barbacoa.
Beef cheeks.
Oh yeah. We definitely love barbacoa, man. We cook it, we grill it. So
because there's someone who doesn't know what barbacoa is.
I could not agree more, and I think that I don't think we want to let a lot of people know what barbacoa is, to be honest with you, because when they find out how freaking good it is and how tender it is, I'm sure the prices have gone up, but you're going to see that thing at like $6, $8 a pound or something. You know what I mean? Like
that's where I was sad when a lot of people have been doing beef cheeks. I was like, wait, they're finding out what barbacoa is.
Yep.
That's what happened with fajita.
Yeah, exactly.
But fajita used to be trash meat, and then everybody started finding out about it, and now it's like expensive.
It's like skirt steak is like one of the most expensive cuts of beef.
Now it is.
Nowadays.
Yeah. But think about this. Like growing up, like in Texas, if you grew up in Texas, southern Texas, of course, but if you grew up in Texas, first of all, you know how to cook fajitas, right? It's just something that you just grow up knowing, right? Like, and I think that as it's gotten more popular and whatever else, it's like brisket or like I don't know, like everything is freaking expensive now. But you can't buy one single, steak or whatever. It's like $30 to buy like a package from HEB, and you're like, This is $30. Like, I don't even like.
I'm just trying to make some tacos.
I'm making like this is how is this freaking like I don't know, man. This is not even. I mean, and don't get me wrong. Do I pay for it? Yeah, I probably will, or I'll go to like a Michoacana or something.
Yeah, that's when you got to find the little meat markets.
Yeah,
to go to.
You go to your meat markets and you find maybe you can find a different price, but it's coming from the butcher this way. This is coming from the cattle people, the ranchers, right? The price of beef is set, and it gets graded, and that's what the price is. But unless you're raising your own cattle, you're not going to save any money. So
it went up. It went up big time. I remember back in the day. Well, it was like $1.99 growing up, and now, like what the cheapest you could ever find was like what $11.99.
Yeah,
like good.
Yeah,
it's
up there.
It's crazy. Like if you think about the math on that, like, but yeah, no, I was just going to say that we're already talking about it. It's all getting expensive, and it's just not going to go down. Like I don't foresee this happening. And if you look at like tri-tip. You know, for the longest time, if you could find tri-tip here, it was like dirt cheap, like $9. It was like buying a small little pork butt or something. And I saw that thing for like $30-something the other day. I'm like, Jesus, now tri-tip is crazy.
Well, one thing I saw really troubling was there was a pack of, and I'm going to say, and this is HEB, and I know HEB is not controlling the market on chicken prices, but this was at HEB. It was a pack of chicken wings. And I'm going to say there was probably maybe 10, 12 chicken wings in this pack.
Yeah, full wings?
Full. It was the, yes,
okay. Yeah.
Full wings. It was the same, it was more expensive than going out and buying a pork butt.
Yeah.
Like
that
you
crazy.
can go buy a giant 15-pound pork butt that was cheaper than 12 wings.
It's crazy.
I agree with that. Even during Christmas, the pork butts they came in that 2-pack at HEB.
Yeah,
and it was way cheaper. It was like I think it was like right at 68 cents per pound.
Yep, I got one in the freezer.
I'm telling you what, this is why my family has become a pork family in the last like 8 months. We're porking it up, brother. Like that's just the way it's going to be. I'm sorry, I can't afford it. I can't afford the beef. I'm eating the other white meat. You know.
Like those pork steaks that we're doing there
Dude.
for a while.
Hey, if y'all aren't getting down with pork steaks, I'm telling you right now, you're missing out. Taking those pork butts and having them cut down. If you got a saw, cut it down yourself. It's cheaper. But if you take it to the butcher and go, hey, cut this down, tell them, don't reprice it. I'm paying that price that's on the package. Don't screw me. You got to let them know up front. But, dude, I'm telling you right now, those things feed an army, and they're delicious. That money muscle that runs through there, you're getting that. And you're growing up like steaks at a higher temperature, of course. But, dude, they're legit. I mean, they're so good.
We have a rub for that.
There it is. Let me hear about it.
We have a rub for that, and that's the I recommend the salad regular or lime. Just depends your mood for that evening. You know, with asparagus, some butter, light garlic. That's the lime one, maybe. You know, it just depends. Or if you just want it simple, then we'll just go with the regular Carnitas salad, which is regular without the lime. Some people even do it with the lemon pepper. I was like, what? Lemon pepper pork? I'm like, I don't know about that. But yeah, some people have been doing it like that.
Nice.
Yeah. I love it. I think Rudy hit on it earlier. You're selling these rubs to other states, whether it's like northern states or I don't know if you guys have branched worldwide or whatnot, but you should. But these flavors that you guys are putting out there, it's something that's not new to us here in South Texas. It's something that we're accustomed to, that we actually
Some
love.
of them, yeah. Some of them, I would imagine, yeah.
But it's what makes, like, you know, eating that authentic or that I guess Mexican style food here in the South Texas area. I'm not going all the way North Texas because I've already been in North Texas and they really don't know how to cook. Correct.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I
But
just want to stick seasonings over there, rubs over there.
Yeah, I love the rubs that you have, and people are able to purchase this, and they're able to get a hold of it, and they're use it for themselves and start experiencing those flavors.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There are some amazing rubs. I need to say, obviously, I would say that, but we take pride in joy. There's no artificial flavors, coloring, no MSGs. They're perfect. Even though the whole MSG thing, we don't get in that conversation.
I like a little MSG. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but what I wanted to make different, of course, is add the little chili piquin, so everyone could be curious about that. Because again, it's citrusy, it's nutty, it's smoky. It blends well with all the other cumins, the oreganos, chili powders, and whatnot. Whatever, depending on what you choose, that's going to combine well with your traditional barbecuing. Again, typically it's just salt, pepper, garlic, and then whatever red other spice they use for a barbecue rub.
Yeah, paprikas and yeah.
Correct. So I wanted to bring some other stuff within to make them a little unique, a little different. But I'm excited for you guys to try them here in weeks, and we're excited for that, and can't wait
for that event. It's gonna be a good event. We're gonna have it, especially close to y'all here at the warehouse, so y'all can officially try all the rubs. And, you give us your honest opinion. That's what we want. We don't want like a lot of people be like, hey, it's good, and they don't tell us. We want everybody to actually try them to see how. Like, we want to know what people actually think, not like just tell us to our face, be like, it's good, but no one's liking it.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm going to be honest with you right now. Okay, there's 5 of us sitting in this room, and out of the 5 right now, I can single out one person in this room that's going to be like, oh, it's great, I love this rub, right? And there's one person in here that I'll tell you right now, and he is going to be brutally honest. I'm not even going to lie to you, and it's going to sound like you're almost going to be like, F you, man. Don't even talk to me like that, right? That's what it's going to sound like.
I know which one's going to be saying it's awesome, and I know who's going to be the harder critic on it.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, James is going to be the freaking critic because he doesn't give a shit. He has no, he doesn't have a filter.
That's not true.
He's going to tell you exactly like, hey, I like it. It needs, in my opinion, for me, it's not because of everybody else. He's going to say, for me, it needs maybe this or that or this or whatever else because he's so into spices. He's researching this shit all the time. He's always putting. James,
are you saying I'm like a snob or something?
Fucking snob, James.
Jesus. And I was going to say, is it me, Jesus? Are you talking about me?
Right.
He is, just because that awesome last video he posted on TikTok.
Yep.
Like, he needs to make that into a long series of coming because there's a lot of stuff he's missing from that movie.
Yep.
Hey, send me those ideas. I'll put them out there.
Yeah, he's the one. And here's still, everybody here is going to be like, you know what, I like it. We might have suggestions. We might say, oh, man, I wish I had more of a kick. That'd be the only thing, right? Or I wish I had, whatever. But it's going to be very minute. James is going to fucking break it down. He's going to be like, too much garlic. I think you went a little heavy. Went a little heavy on the salt. He's just going to go all the way down. Yeah, James, go ahead.
Hey, speaking of breaking it down, let's break it down. Let's go through, Rudy, if you guys don't mind, let us know the line of rubs that you have, the different names and the different flavor profiles that you have out there.
Love the segue, by the way.
Absolutely. We can start with the very first one. That's what kicked off A Fuego Lento Seasonings, which is one of my dear favorites. And it's real simple. It's the all-purpose rub. It's the we call it Esa Way all-purpose rub. It's obviously from A Fuego Lento. It's real basic. It's great on steaks, poultry, fish, veggies, you name it. It just goes a long way, in my opinion. This is by far one of the good rubs. It's very coursey. If you're a coursey guy, you like the heavy peppercorn, heavy salt grain, this is your rub. And you just got to keep shaking it and dabbing it real carefully. But that's the SOA all-purpose rub. Okay,
There-
so it depends on the flavor profile. If you're more of like a ribeye guy, steak guy, this is your rub. If you want to taste the meat and a little bit of flavor on your rub, this is it. Okay, and we have our brisket rub, and we label it as brisket. It was just your smoke S&P rub, but I just changed the labeling here recently because everyone was just using brisket. So that's your S&PG rub, your SPG rub. I'm sorry. But again, what's different from this rub, we use a combination of kosher salt and a small percentage of our smoke salt.
Yeah.
Okay.
A smoked
so
mesquite salt.
So we have an awesome link. Correct. It's smoked in mesquite. So it's when you're gonna be like, whoa, what's going on? But once you start putting on your dino ribs, your burgers, your steaks, or whatever you like, your simple SPG, it's going to be a little different profile. It's going to give you that smoky taste instantly for the most part. It's not overpowering, but just check it out and just give us your feedback on it. But the one next to that one, which is your Carnitas with lime, okay? With true lime. Yeah, we made that one with true lime because it would pair well with anything. Fajitas, chicken fajitas, seafood. Veggies, this is not always for grilling. There's a lot of misconception that when family and friends are like, hey, well, I don't grill. I'm like, do you cook inside? Yeah, or do you just use salt? It was like, no. I'm like, well, our seasonings for indoor use as well. Like if you like your simple steaks or chicken thighs or whatever, or your chicken breast, score some of this. I promise you're going to like it.
Yeah,
right.
Hey,
Like, are you firing up that skillet inside? Come on, man.
yeah,
Let's
put
go.
it in there. Let's go.
Right?
One of the things, like you talk about the true lime, and maybe people don't know what that is, but that's actually the name is what it is, right? It's a true lime. It's like a dehydrated lime,
Crystal,
right? Crystals or however you want to, whatever. It's delicious, right? And we've had it, and we've had it in that form, and we use it. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, we use it in our beers. I mean, it's delicious.
I don't drink, but I can see why, because I used to drink. I could see it being it could be used on top. That one could be used like a kind of like a beer salt on top, like a tahini kind of thing.
It's almost like a beer salt. Like, so you don't if somebody's like, okay, I'm trying to negate using salt, or I'm trying to cut back on sodium or whatever. I think John's the one that introduced us with this, because his airline started using that as opposed to just giving out little lime wedges with the drinks.
It's delicious. Delicious.
So that's the one we use for your limey taste. Depending on your palate for that evening or who's coming over, that's what we recommend. And we have the no pasa nada rub, which is great on pot roasts, barbacoa, beef stews, steamed potatoes. You could just put it on potatoes with olive oil and then finish it off with a little bit of garlic and then some Parmesan cheese on top of the potatoes. Man, it goes a long way. There's a lot of diversity within our rubs that you could do.
Nice.
Obviously, and you're gonna showcase. I'm gonna actually cook for you guys some of this stuff. I'm gonna make some sauces with our rubs. Yeah. I have a chimichurri that's fire, from scratch chimichurri, of course, with chili piquin, a little different. So you're gonna be able to taste some of that homemade chimichurri and some tzatziki sauce that I'm gonna make as well for you guys, with chili piquin, obviously some of our rubs. So there's a lot of diversity you could do with everything that we have here. Of course, we talk about the Fuego lemon pepper. Obviously, everyone knows lemon pepper. Spicy though, chicken.
If you like wings, man, this is the one that if you like wings, you're gonna feel something different about this one, that you're gonna be on point with that.
I'm already sold, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm already sold. We actually had somebody send it. Was it just Wing It? Was it who it was? Wing It that sent us a bunch of their wing seasonings, and the only one out of the, and it's like we ironically, I'll tell you this, we tried it, we tested it, we gave a review on the podcast. He listened to it. Then we went to Livingston, had a cook-off. This dude walks up and says, "Grab him the brisket." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "We sent you seasonings. You were pretty harsh." And I'm like, damn it. And he's like, "But you were really positive about the lemon pepper."
Dude,
I was like,
good.
I told him, I said, "Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not really care for a lot of the other seasonings. The seasonings needed something else. It couldn't stand on its own. But that lemon pepper that they made stood on its own. So I am eager to try yours."
I knew you would be excited.
And go, yeah, hell yeah, I love that.
I knew you would be excited to try that one, and I believe it's something you haven't tried, because the lemon pepper with the added of the chile piquin, which is something different. That there's nothing like that in the market. It's gonna hit you different, because my girl's a huge lemon pepper fan, and she's like you. When I tell you I ate lemon pepper everything for 2 weeks, I'll be lying. She said everything was lemon pepper for the longest time.
Weren't you brushing teeth with lemon pepper?
Brushing your teeth. Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do, right?
We're eventually gonna be in and what's the name of toothpaste? My mind was
Colgate.
Like, Colgate's gonna
yeah, Crest. Love it.
And lastly, we have the original Carnitas salad run, which is your traditional. It can be a steak rub. We made some awesome steak for. We had a special guest last weekend, and this is good for fajitas, a good premium steak, or any steak in general. Good for your steak and potatoes, just the stew. Anything really is really diverse. It's a good steak rub with flavor. If you don't want just your regular garlic, you could just have this one or just your regular.
Yeah, I added some of that to the brisket.
You know, if you don't want the true lime, if you want actual squirt lime, then use this and do your own marinade with the actual lime.
You can marinate with that one.
Nice.
Correct. So
nice.
It's a lot of diversity here, guys. So,
hey, I tell you what, man, I feel like we're going to get so much content just on our side and even your side when we meet up and we do this cooking, because I'm really hoping that we're bringing a tripod out. We're going to have our phones out. We're recording everything, right? Just your processes is kind of like not like, we don't want to steal anything, but
how do you make each season?
Right, but at the same time, just kind of seeing how y'all are putting things together, how we're putting things together.
Right. He's not going to be making a rub together.
Dude, I didn't say that. I'm saying we're cooking. Hey, and I think it's going to be some really good content, to be honest with you. I was going to say, if you don't mind, can you talk a little about? Listen, it's not easy with social media, and I know this, right? Because I feel like James and John are like the kings at social media when compared to like our group, right? Not to everybody else, but our group, and they're always trying to be creative and come up with something. But I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I love some of the food y'all have done. So who's the mastermind behind some of these videos y'all are putting out? And take me through the process. Are you just gonna like wake up one day and go, you know what, that'd be good. That's kind of funny. Let me do that. And then you're going out and doing it or whatever else. Like, take me through the process of putting y'all's videos together.
Jay does his thing. He's someone I probably stuff that I won't do. Like he got cured, right? And that's something I would probably not think of, because usually Mucinex with the lemon pepper. But that's something he does on his own.
Yeah, it's just a whole thing. Like, there's some things I can't try. Like I'm not a pickle guy, So that's why I haven't released the pickle video yet. But I have something else a little bit different, because we are in Texas, South Texas. So there's something that we eat a lot that hasn't been done yet, and it's going to be coming out pretty soon.
But yeah, I guess we do our own different videos and our own cooks, and we pretty much have a freelance, right?
Yeah, and we have two cultures mixed together as well. Like, the way you got influence in South Texas, there's so many different cultures here that we try to show our Hispanic side as well, that not everyone will be doing. They'll be like, hey, what is that? But we've been doing some things that has been cooked in the family forever. Like, when the first time I ever met him, he gave me something called machito, which I have never eaten in my life,
Yeah.
And that was different. That was something that that it was good until I got to a certain part where I just couldn't eat it, man. I was like, if I wasn't live, y'all would have seen me lose it because I lost it. There's something I just can't eat about that.
Nice.
I don't know if y'all ever had my Cheeto personally.
Now, what is that?
I'm trying to Google it right now to figure out what it is.
Machito is a delicacy. Jay just doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was privileged to eat that growing up because to me, eating all the internal organs of a baby goat or a goat was a delicacy. Like, you're going to have meat. We're like, oh, no more beans and tortillas. We're going to have meat. So it's really all the organs. What Jay got turned off on that day, and I did too, and I'll be honest, I'm not a lung. I hate the spongy texture on lungs, so I can see why he got turned off. But it's really your heart, your liver, your kidneys, your guts, the lining wraps. I have a video on the TikTok.
Kind of like a Hot Pocket at the end. Like, it felt like a Hot Pocket kind of wrap. It was good, like he said, until I got to the spongy of the lung, and that's just what got me.
You're like, I ain't doing that.
And then the lung hit me, and I was like, man, I'm done with that part right there.
Yeah.
I'm with you. But we're going to have a cabrito for our event that day. Obviously, it's going to be exclusive for us. I wish everyone could join us. We're still taking that precautionary measures now here at the Fuego Lento headquarters. I'm sure everyone understands. But I'm going to cook a lot of open fire for us. That's my style of cooking for the most part. I know you guys do more of the barbecue, smoking action, but I'm going to do some picanha. Yeah. I love cooking picanha.
Yeah, picanha is good.
Some cabrito. I'm going to do some chicken, and there's going to be a lot of things. I'm going to do a lot of sauces that combine well with our rubs. And it's very, very diverse. And I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy it. And I just can't wait. We're going to have a blast.
We're going to have very different and common stuff throughout the cook so I could try all the rubs throughout the lineup. And that way I could enjoy it and actually not just taste it by themselves, but actually taste it into a food mix.
Right.
Yeah. We're going to have steaks. This is a steak. This is the chicken. This is the fish. So, so you can have an idea what goes with what. But we're excited.
Nice.
We are excited about that.
I was really hoping I could weasel some lengua tacos out of you guys at this event, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
I am going to make some breakfast tacos for us. Lengua. Some tongue.
Yeah.
We're going to do some tongue. We might do some beef cheeks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Real barbacoa.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll do some queso flameado.
Yeah.
We'll do some chorizo queso flameado with some of our Carnitas salsa rub. And we'll have my mom's homemade flour tortillas.
Ooh,
oh, they're bomb.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell yeah.
Homemade flour tortillas are the shit.
We're going to eat, man. We're going to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how cook-offs go. So when you wake up in the morning, man, Rudy showed up with mom's homemade tortillas in the morning. So imagine the cook-off. The actual turn-in day, he shows up with those tortillas.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it was different.
Oh, yeah.
Don't eat the night before or the day before.
Yeah, okay.
No. Hey, that's a misconception. Let me tell you right now. What you want to do is you want to stack up the night before as much as you can, like around 7 or 8, right? Eat as much as you can. You want to stretch that stomach out as much as you can, right? Then when you go to sleep and you wake up, you just start carb and eating and just whatever, because now your stomach's stretched out. If you don't eat, you're gonna get that stomach's gonna get thin. There's no way you're gonna eat the next day.
You're right.
You eat two bites. And then
That's right. I'm a fool. I didn't eat yesterday.
Jan's a professional.
I'm telling you, man. You gotta load up.
This is like my playbook for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You got a game plan for that day. You like,
We're gonna make some tacos, and we're gonna make a cold tomatillo salsa. It's a recipe
this is my
I'm
favorite.
gonna give it to Jay. I gave it to Jay, and you're gonna do that one.
yeah, it's my favorite salsa. It's you know how you're used to having like salsas warm up. And,
Oh, yeah.
Like, either in the inside or on the pit, you warm it up.
Yep.
Well, this was new to me. I have never had a cold salsa before made with nothing heating up. And when I tell you, this is probably one of the best salsas I have ever in my life. I'll make it for y'all after he teaches me the correct way, every single way he showed me once. I made it once on myself, but man, it was good. It was different.
That's awesome. That's fire.
We're gonna have the SI way all-purpose for the seasoning on that one. So again, there's gonna be a lot of things we're gonna do for you guys that day, and for video content, like we have a little plan that we set up today in reference to that. So we're excited for that, man. So
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys.
Hell yeah. I'm not going to lie to you, man. There may be some secret things that we come up with that we throw at y'all, and you're going to be like, these fools came up with this? Come on. Why are you doing this?
They really do put peanut butter on the beef.
Why are you putting peanut butter on? Dude, why are you doing this?
And that's what we're here for. Like, we want to see every way of cooking, and that's what we want to show everybody too.
Oh yeah.
That we're trying to cook every different way. Like it could be either way in the smoker, it could be an open fire, it could be any kind of way to cook, and we're just trying to show y'all that and showcase it with the people that we have coming that day.
Hell yeah.
If you allow me, I would like to say some final words. If this is
Sure. Sure, go ahead.
Just know that obviously with time we're going to open it up for the general public, so everyone who will listen to your podcast, eventually we're going to open up the warehouse for everyone to come by. For now, it's going to be kind of exclusive, I guess. I didn't even use that word, so I apologize. But what we're going to do for this event, we just don't want to do a barbecue, grilling, asada, and then just throw a lot of food away. So there's a purpose to our first meetup, I guess, if you want to call it.
First thing together at the headquarters.
Correct. So we want to give back also to the community. It's just not about us having a great time, having some brews or whatever. We also are reaching out to a few community fire stations and police officers, the heroes, you know. So we're definitely going to probably see some traffic come to our warehouse to pick up some plates. So there's a purpose for this besides us having a good time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's awesome.
I'm down, brother.
Great. That sounds great.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to show up the night before and just be camping. I'm going to camp out there. I'm going to have some I'm telling you right now.
If y'all camp out, then I'm going to have to camp out.
That's what I'm saying. Let's do this.
If y'all got to do something, if y'all pull up, especially, I forget the name. Y'all have a name for that smoker, correct?
That's
Johnny and June.
Johnny and June, yeah. Johnny Cash, June Cash.
We're excited for that. You guys are welcome to camp out. There's many rooms. Jay has slept in the garage one time. I couldn't wake him up. I said, man, hey, Jay, what's going on, man? Finally woke up.
I passed out here at the Fuego Lento headquarters.
There it is.
And he doesn't drink.
I know.
I don't drink.
I know.
I know how it gets from cook-offs. When you're up all night concentrated and doing everything and preparing, where the next day you just go home and you knock out.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And y'all be ready. We have a little challenge for y'all that day.
Oh, man. Hey, you know what? And make sure you bring some extra clothing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So and some towels. We're gonna end it with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. And so we got an extra special thing we're gonna do afterwards.
I love this.
Okay.
I'm wearing a costume already.
Nothing weird, though.
Nothing weird.
Yeah.
Scoot over, man. Scoot over, bro. You gotta wait for them.
It's a little weird.
Yeah. Halloween costumes are coming out. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Hey, you can shoot your next clown video here. It'll go pretty viral, James.
There it is.
Yeah, definitely. Hey guys, we definitely 100% appreciate you guys taking the time out of your schedule to discuss a little bit of your rubs and seasonings, and we're super excited and stoked next week to get together and try some of the stuff and then have a little barbecue meetup. I know there's going to be a lot of videos and a lot of pictures and content that's going to come out of this that everybody listening is going to be able to take part and be a part of it and all that stuff like that, which is going to be awesome. Last, I'll leave it up to you guys. Please let the people know where they can get a hold of you guys. Let the people know where they can purchase some of the rubs that you're putting out there. And if they just want to give you guys a shout out, let the people know.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for everyone who's listening. We do have a website that's actively up, afuegolento.shop, afuegolento.shop. We're only in one local store. Actually, we're gonna be in two.
So,
Yeah, which is one of our key sponsors for that event as well. I don't know if I should announce them, but why not, right?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
the chopping block. So anyone that's familiar with the chopping block in Webster, Texas, we have all our 6 rubs there. So anyone that wants to go check them out, go to the chopping block or go online at fuegolento.shop. And tomorrow we'll be in Phoenicia. They're in downtown, and they're also in the west side of town.
West side.
So
Some area.
we're slowly expanding territories, and we're just stoked, man. We're just excited. Fuego Lento Seasoning is something a little different, something unique, and just, we have a little slogan behind our rubs. Thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of your kitchen and backyard. That's what we want.
There it is.
We just want the end result.
Yep.
Sure.
Hey guys, I can definitely hear the passion, and that's what I like. I like the passion, the ingenuity, and you know what? You're both creators, right? And that's something that really intrigues me a lot, and I think it intrigues the listeners. And I think they love, hearing this kind of stuff from people. And I mean, let's be honest, like you guys are like. You are the average guys. We're the average guys. Like we are like everybody else here in America. We're not, you know what I mean? And, I think that's a representation of your seasoning you're putting out is going like, hey, listen, this is South Texas. This is my seasoning I'm putting out. This is South Texas. Welcome and try it. And, I can hear it in both of y'all, and I'm eager to do this, and I'm eager for the rest of the the United States and whatever to try this rub out. So I'm a big supporter, man.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys.
All right, guys. So we'll see you in a couple of weeks. We appreciate you coming on.
All right, man.
Thanks so
Appreciate
much.
it,
You
John.
guys have a great one.
All right, take it easy.
All right, take care, guys.
Bye, guys. Yeah, to be honest with you, man, I love what they're doing. I do think it's a very big representation of what this area. Houston is a melting pot, and I think what they're doing is very different.
Yeah.
And those videos they're putting out, dude, they're fire, right? And I think some of the audio was a little bit hard on this one, and we'll talk to them offline and go like, hey, it was, hopefully they'll come back on and go, we'll do better, or I don't know, whatever. But hopefully it transcends well, because on our end, we're listening to these guys, and they're creators, right? They're creators of rubs, creators of content, and that's what we're really about and what we're trying to do. And
Yeah.
we're longtime cooks, So
Well, yeah, I think they're creating new, not new. They're putting out
their twist.
seasonings that and we mentioned earlier that we're used to these flavors or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's great that they're going to try to put them out there into the market to where people can get a hold of them and try them, because I can't speak personally. I haven't tried them yet, but we will try them.
Yep.
Coming up here shortly.
Yeah.
And we'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited to try them.
I said they one of the videos they did was that chili picanha ribs. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they look fire. They look so freaking good. And it was a good video they shot. So
Yeah, check it out. Grill Kings of Houston, or Grill Kings.
Yeah, Grill King Houston. There'll be some links in there.
Yeah. John
put it
will
up
put all the links so where you can check out their social media, and obviously the website. You can go and check out all the different lines of rubs. That spicy lemon pepper look pretty
I
interesting.
know. I'm ready to try it out.
Speaking of websites,
GrabTheBrisket.com.
Yeah, it is.
You're talking about GrabTheBrisket.com. Grab them in the brisket. Grab the brisket.
Either
Either
one.
way, you're going to get us. And
Just reach your hand up there and just
yeah.
grab that brisket.
grab the brisket, Bobby.
Hello.
I can't do the Hank Hill. Not Hank Trill, James. Hank Hill.
Damn it, Bobby! Just grab the brisket.
Grab the brisket. Hey, listen, guys, go check out the website. We're always trying to update something a little bit. we're a little bit slow. I think John, if everybody worked the way John and James does, we would be doing a lot more. Right. The problem is that us three over here don't work the same way they do.
If everybody could just manage their 9 to 5s better.
Right.
What's that? I work 4 to 4.
Exactly. He's got a horrible schedule. 4 minutes in, he's out, and it's really weird.
Okay.
But no, I really think that go to Grabbing the Brisket. Check out some of the recipes we're putting out. I do have a French bread, garlic French bread pizza recipe that I will be sending over to John. These guys had it tonight, except for James. You want to say anything about that?
Oh, that pizza was fire, dude. Yeah,
fire?
That shit was good. It was good to eat.
It was good to eat, right? Hey, it'll make a... Yeah.
I was stuffed. I ate like 2 bowls of spaghetti before I came over here, and I still got like 2 slices of that pizza. So
there it is.
I'm just still hoping there's a couple left over there.
Yeah, so check it out, and then of course check out the merch, man. We got some cool shirts.
A lot of cool shirts.
I'm pretty sure an alien shirt's coming out in the works with James, because he's always
definitely the California shirt.
Yeah, and check out the social media a little bit. The TikTok. For Grabbing the Brisket is always good. Also, follow John and James personally, because they're always putting something different out there. And, it's just some cool stuff. So I think one of the things you're doing, John, that's actually on Grabbing the Brisket, but it's the rating of the barbecue restaurants, right?
Yeah, I have been doing a couple of those.
And I think those are really phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think that's something that's really going to catch on. People are interested in it, and we're traveling. I'm traveling. I'm going to Dallas on next week, so hopefully we'll go to a barbecue restaurant or something. I'll sneak off.
I think I'm not trying to speak from personal experience, but I'm just going to base off your ratings and stuff like that, and ratings of some other people that I've seen. There's a lot of okay restaurants out there.
Yeah, none of the ones I've done so far have been good.
Like there was, what was the one in
Nebraska?
Nebraska.
It was not good.
Good. Okay.
It was bad.
Yeah, that one restaurant in Nebraska was not good. But watch the video for that one, because that's super hilarious. Not hilarious for them, but just hey, it is what it is, right? It's your honest take. So, hey, we appreciate you listening, guys.
Love you guys. Enjoyed talking barbecue.
Peace.
thanks everybody. We've been great.